was lying in my bed one evening listening to some blues and idly masturbating to an erotic dream that I couldn't quite remember. I felt like going out, but was being seduced into apathy by the warmth of my bedclothes and the rising pleasure in my loins. Tossing and turning, though not necessarily in that order, I found my head was vacillating, just as my head was being vacillated. Back and forth, and back and forth, and back and forth. Suddenly I rose up, my orgasm shaking me from my indifference. I went out. It was raining. Even better, said a voice I knew. I passed a young man with his head in his hands. With kindness in his eyes, he looked up at me and smiled as he sang. Rage, rage, oh rage, and all you thought of. Rage, rage, oh rage, at your destiny, from the heights of your passion to the depths of your pain. Rage, rage, rage. I moved away from the scene, with his challenge ringing in my ears, soon to be replaced by more familiar sound. I looked across into an open field to see a naked couple, coupling. Naturally, I drew closer, my curiosity having been pricked. Or was it just that my prick was curious? Lest we become complacent, I heard one say. Let's try it this way. And oblivious to my presence, they did. Back and forth, and back and forth, and back and forth. Their final strokes coaxing me from their indifference. And with a challenge in their eyes, they looked up at me and smiled as they sang. Rage, rage, oh rage, at all you thought of. Rage, rage, oh rage, at your destiny, from the heights of your passion to the depths of your pain. Rage, rage, rage. I walked away from the scene with a step in my spring and a song in my heart, the harmony being carried on the lips of a young woman with time on her hands. Do I know you? I asked her. No, was her reply. Does it matter? She inquired. Maybe not, was my surmise. So we made love. With words. I, for my part, was shamelessly glorying the intensity of immediately positive dialogue. She would say simply, yes. And it was enough. It was more than enough. We each withdrew. I guess we knew, both serene, having gleamed, that we'd seen enough and been seen. And so with grace, I left this space and the spotlight returned back to me. I went back to my semi-safe space, replayed all that came before I opened the door. I raced with glee up the stairs, took my seat in the chair, as a mirror I knew changed views, back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Then the face materialized, and he looked like me and he smiled, and he cried. Rage, rage, oh rage, at all you thought of. Rage, rage, oh rage, at your destiny, from the heights of your passion to the depths of your pain. Rage, rage.